We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today we've got baseball, and it's the last day before the deadline. It's going to be an interesting next couple of 24 hours, or 10 o'clock, 32 hours, because the deadline's at 6 o'clock tomorrow p.m. We will have some type of live show. I'm not sure where. I think it's most likely going to be on the new baseball channel. Maybe I might throw on TikTok for a little bit, but we'll see how that one goes. I'm excited for the trade deadline. But before we jump into today's card, I don't want to, but we're going to talk about what the hell happened yesterday. It was not a great day yesterday. Got absolutely beat up again. Really getting sick of it because it was a day that was like, oh, I feel good about this play. Oh, I feel good about this play. And none of them worked out. I did get the over in the Tampa Bay Rays game. That was nice. Over 8.5 was a winner. Reds blow it late. Brewers held on. Red Sox won, which was nice. White Sox did not. Neither did the under in the Braves game. The Nationals were competitive for a while and then completely fell apart. At least the Angels got it done for me. Mets, we're not going to talk about them. And then an 0-3 night in the WNBA. So that was rough. And I added the Blue Jays second game after the first game, 16-4. Not fun. So just a bad day overall yesterday. We'll look to bounce back. We are currently live on the Earle Sports Bets YouTube channel, Picks and Parleys YouTube channel, the Earle Sports Bets Twitch, my personal Twitter, and TikTok. Hi, TikTok, where the first comment is from Water Bear on TikTok, and he says, ranch or blue cheese? I'm going to go with, I don't like to ruin my wings with either one of those awful sauces. So there you go. Both sauces, garbage. Anyways, but we'll see how it goes. Just not a good day yesterday. Hopefully we can kind of bounce back today. Saying man up. What do you mean by man up? I don't eat either one of those. But if you guys are new to the channel, I'm gonna quickly put links in the chat of the YouTube. By the way, guys, if you guys have not checked out the YouTube channels, if you're watching on TikTok, please do so. And same thing with the people in the YouTube chat. I will be putting links in the chat. That's not what I wanted to do. First link in the YouTube chat is my personal Twitter. Next up is the Earle Sports Bets business Twitter, the TikTok, and the picksandparleys.net website will all be in the chat. So there you guys go. But with what we do here, we will go over every single game today. And we'll start with the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Let me refresh these pages to make sure those numbers are up to date. Let me get this onto baseball. But let's do it. We've got Orioles and the Blue Jays up first. It's a pick'em with a total of 9.5. Jose Barrios and Dean Kramer. So far this series, we've seen the Baltimore Orioles win 3 games, right? Are they going for a 4-game sweep here? That is hilarious. The Baltimore Orioles have now won 5 games in a row. They're going for the 4-game sweep. But Jose Barrios this year, 22 starts, a 7-4 record, a 3.83 ERA, 127 innings pitched, 54 earned runs, 42 walks, and 108 strikeouts. I'm going to give him the pitching advantage versus Dean Kramer. Kramer this year, although he's been a lot better at home, 21 appearances, 20 starts, an 8-7 record, a 4.23 ERA, 121 in the third innings pitched, 57 earned runs, 32 walks, and 99 strikeouts. So pitching advantage is towards the Blue Jays in this one. Hitting is also towards the Blue Jays, but it's by 2 WRC plus. So that one's pretty freaking close. In terms of line movement in this one, it has not really moved. It went from minus 105 to minus 106. So nothing too crazy to get overly invested in. Total has gone from 9.5 up to a 10, which I believe makes sense with more of the money coming in on the over. I think that's where we're going to start off the day. Is with an over in this game. I think both teams are going to be able to hit. So I'm gonna start off my day. Can I get a 9.5? I can get a 9.5 at minus 125. So 9.5 here, over 9.5 for the Blue Jays and the Orioles. A couple of people in the TikTok chat. Stay tugging, bro. What's up? Bravo. Jacob back in the chat asking Nathan Eovaldi over strikeouts. Eovaldi today for the Rangers is going up against the Angels. Let's look at what the Angels do versus right-handers. Angels are striking out 25.4% of the time against righties, which is only worse. The only team that's worse than them in terms of strikeouts against righties is the Colorado Rockies. So I'm not going to talk you off of that one. And Nathan Eovaldi's been pretty solid. 7. Yeah, I would take. Yeah, Nathan Eovaldi's strikeout sounds good to me. Barrios over strikeouts. He could. He could. How does Baltimore do against righties? 22.8% of the time, so not as crazy. But I wouldn't say that it's impossible. Cole saying over, yes. And then Ironlock Picks is asking what I like today. Well, we're going over the picks now. So stay tuned. So far today, I like the over in this game. That's all I got so far to start the day. But we will talk over every single game. I'm all in cap locks. Cool. By the way, Cole, thank you for following. If you guys are not following me on here, make sure you guys do so. We're trying to reach 1,200 followers. I believe we're at 1171, 1176 now. So if you guys can continue following, I do appreciate it. Let's keep on rolling to the Red Sox and the Twins. Red Sox took the game yesterday. That was one of my winners yesterday. We got Brian Balo taking on Zebby Matthews in this pick'em game with a total of 8.5. Bello this year, 18 appearances. I'm going to call it 18 starts because one of his one relief appearance was 5 innings. 6-5 record with a 3.32 ERA, 103 innings pitched, 38 earned runs, 37 walks, and 79 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you got Zebby Matthews, who has been really sharp this year. Not sharp this year. Has not been good this year. 6 starts, 2-2 record, 4.97 ERA, and 29 innings pitched. They're trying to make him work. 16 earned runs, 9 walks, and 38 strikeouts. Pitching advantage is 100% with Brian Balo. In terms of hitting advantage, you've got the Red Sox who are hitting 102 WRC plus, so they've been at least hitting halfway decent. It's over average, and that's Boston since losing Rafael Devers. The Twins are below them at 99 WRC plus, so hitting and pitching edge both with the Boston Red Sox in this one. And the line is moving towards Boston. The Minnesota Twins opened up at minus 140, and they're now down to minus 120, which is going to give us our second play of the day, and that's going to be the Boston Red Sox in this one to take the series. It's a Red Sox team that could realistically win the division, especially with how Toronto's been looking as of late. So definitely realistic for that to happen. We're going to grab the Red Sox here. I'm just going to grab their money line at plus 108, although run line kind of looks interesting, but we're just going to grab the money line here. Hitting pitching and market edge for Boston. Boom. Boston Red Sox plus 108. Let's keep rolling. YouTube chat. Eric saying Bo Sox. Yes, I like the Boston Red Sox today. Let's keep on rolling because the Arizona Diamondbacks are against the Detroit Tigers. Tigers absolutely smoked them yesterday. That was an absolute blowout. They got Ryan Nelson taking on Chris Paddock. Ryan Nelson, 22 appearances, 12 starts, a 6-2 record, a 3.29 ERA, 90 and a third innings pitched, 33 earned runs, 28 walks, and 73 strikeouts. He's been starting as of late, and since getting to the starting role, he has been phenomenal. He has been awesome for the Diamondbacks. Chris Paddock is going to be making his first appearance with the Detroit Tigers. This year, he pitched 21 starts with the Minnesota Twins. He was recently traded over during the trade deadline. 3-9 record, a 4.95 ERA with 111 innings pitched, 61 earned runs, 27 walks, and 83 strikeouts. Pitching advantage, I'm going to give to Ryan Nelson and the Diamondbacks. Hitting advantage is also with the Diamondbacks. 116 WRC plus versus a Detroit team that's 103. So hitting and pitching edge both with the D-backs. Is it enough for the line to move in my direction that I want to bet them? No, not really. And then the total is all over the place. More lines moving towards Detroit, so this one's going to end up being a stay away spot for me. It is a lean towards the Diamondbacks, but it's going to be a no bet in that one. Jacob asked for Webb. I'm guessing that's San Fran. He is pitching today at home versus a Pirates team that's the third worst versus right-handed pitching, striking out 22% of the time, or third worst in terms of WRC plus, and they strike out 22.7%. Yeah, I love looking Webb. He's been looking rough though, but if there's a spot and a team to bounce back against, the spot is at home, and the bounce back is against a horrible team. So, sure, why not? Let's go Logan Webb over strikeouts today. And then Juan saying, top of the morning, my guy. What's up, Juan? How you doing today? Let's head to this one where we got a possible sweep, which, man, I did not have coming. And the Milwaukee Brewers are now solidly in first place. I believe it's by 2 games now over the Cubbies. Yep, 2 games over the Cubbies. And you've got Imagana taking on Peralta. Really, really good matchup here. Shota Imagana this year, 14 starts, a 7-4 record, a 3.12 ERA, 78 innings pitched, 27 earned runs, 17 walks, and 55 strikeouts. On the opposite side, I'm going to give the pitching advantage to Mr. Freddie Peralta. Freddie Peralta this year, 22 starts, 12-4 record, a 2.81 ERA, 121 and 2/3 innings pitched, 38 earned runs, 42 walks, and 131 strikeouts. He's been really freaking good. Imagana was not an all-star because he just missed too much time. But pitching advantage, Milwaukee. In terms of hitting advantage, Milwaukee versus lefties has been above average because they are 102 WRC plus versus righties. And then on the other side, you've got the Cubbies going up against a righty, which they're number 1 in baseball, 118 WRC plus. So split down the middle for the final one here. Cubs and Brewers, let's see, line movement. No line movement, which is going to probably end up keeping me off of it, but no line movement with, that makes sense. Okay. This one's going to be a pass. Probably lean towards the Brewers, but not really interested. It's Devo. Thank you for following the TikTok. And then Jermel Ford. Dodgers money line with Shohei Ohtani starting. We will see. I have not capped that game yet. I will be looking at that one in a little bit. So essentially, when I do streams, what I'll do is I have a entire list set up. Let me actually, I'm going to flip you around because I am also up on, live on YouTube. So this is what the YouTube. I'm trying to get it so that I can get you guys to see this, but for right now, it's not letting me. But I have a set list of all the games. I will talk over all the games, but there I'm going in time order. So it's nice and fluid and everything. So I have not looked over that game yet. Most of the time when I come on here, that's kind of the opening looks at the games, and I cap the games with you guys. So I don't know anything about. I will say you mentioned Dodger money line. I'm not laying 160. That's just not going to happen. But maybe a run line. But we'll look at that in a little bit. Jamal, thank you for following. Blue Jays. I'm on the over in the Blue Jays game. And then don't fuck up time. Thank you for following. We're trying to reach 1,200 followers on TikTok. I did not try to invite somebody. I guess I tried to invite somebody. Hopefully not. Because I don't know any of that stuff. Anyways, but we are live on YouTube and on TikTok, which I will say TikTok chat's popping off today. I like it. What money lines do you like? So far, I like the Red Sox money line, but that's all for right now. I have not capped the rest of the games. We'll move on to the Nationals and the Astros. We get Mackenzie Gore against Ryan Gusto. Mackenzie Gore has been headlined in a bunch of possible trade opportunities. I don't see it happening. Mackenzie Gore this year, an all-star, 21 starts, 4-10 record. You're pitching for the Nationals. Your record's not going to be great. A 3.52 ERA, 117 and 2/3 innings pitched, 46 earned runs, 44 walks, 144 strikeouts. So he has been really freaking good this year. And I am going to give him the pitching advantage, obviously, over Ryan Gusto, who is more of a relief arm. He's been coming in more relief as of late, but 23 appearances, 13 starts, 6-4 record, 5.18 ERA, and 80 innings pitched, 46 earned runs, 27 walks, and 82 strikeouts. Yeah, pitching advantage is with the Washington Nationals. Let's look. Houston versus lefties, number 2 in baseball, 115 WRC plus. And then in terms of the Nationals versus righties is 99, which is 24th in baseball. So it is split down the middle in that one. We'll go over to the money and the line movement where there is none. Line opened up at 121. It's still sticking there. And the line for the total has moved towards the under 6 cents. So nothing overwhelming in this one. Let's see if there's anything that kind of makes me want to look towards a total. No, not really. Pass on the Nationals and the Astros. Nats from Eric in the YouTube chat. I'm not going to talk you off of it, but I'm not super interested in going after it. Teddy in the TikTok chat is saying Cubs total. I think it was a lean towards the under. I really like those two pitchers, but not anything that I feel the need to get involved with in that one. It's a lean towards the under. We'll head to the next game where we have the Braves and the Royals. The Royals are minus 125 with a total of 9.5. We get Wentz taking on Zerpa. Oh, boy. Wentz is a bullpen pitcher. Although he's made 2 starts with the Braves. He's pitched in 22 games this year total, and he's made 2 starts. And he's pitched a whole 37 and 30 innings pitched this year. I don't expect him to go deep in games. It does not really matter for him. And on the opposite side is Zerpa, which is the same thing. 45 appearances this year. Holy shit. That's a lot for, 43 innings, but that's a lot for this point of the year. Anyways, I guess not. 3-1 record, 4.14 ERA. He's going to go an inning. So a double bullpen game, which is just a blast. So no pitching advantages in this game at all. And then I don't really know what to do in terms of hitting. I mean, the Royals suck, so I guess slight hitting advantage towards the Braves. But you know what? I'm just going to pass on this game. You got a double bullpen game against two teams that are not playing well. I'm not interested in this game at all. So we're gonna pass on this one. Definitely not interested in this one. Daniel from the TikTok chat has followed. I appreciate that. Once again, still trying to hit the 1,200 mark, which we're getting there. We're getting there. We're currently sitting at 1180, so 20 followers away now from 1,200. So we're hoping to get there soon. But we'll go to a game that actually has starting pitchers going at it, and that is the Phillies and the White Sox. We've got the Phillies at minus 130 with a total of 9. Taijuan Walker take on Adrian Hauser. Walker this year has been good, which is weird. 22 appearances, 11 of them starts, a 3-5 record with a 3.84 ERA, 68 innings pitched, 29 earned runs, 25 walks, and 56 strikeouts. He's been okay. I am giving the pitching advantage, though, to Mr. Adrian Hauser. Yes, I'm giving it to Adrian Hauser, who has pitched 9 games with the White Sox and has done the impossible of having a winning record, a 5-2 record with the White Sox this year, and a 1.56 ERA in 57 2/3 innings pitched, 10 earned runs, 18 walks, 39 strikeouts. He's going to make a contender very happy today. Very happy this for the second half because, and he's going to make the White Sox happy too because, holy crap, you've got a guy out of nowhere. Pitching advantage, White Sox. Hitting advantage, Phillies, because the White Sox are one of the worst versus righties. And then in terms of line movement, line is moving towards the White Sox. And I am going to go after the White Sox today because the line's moving there, but most of the money is on the Philadelphia Phillies. So give me the White Sox. I know it's a gross play. Don't care. Finally can jump back on the board. White Sox money line, I can get it at plus 120. We'll go ahead and grab some Chicago action today. In the TikTok chat, Grass Soccer Field says Scruffy McGee on the mound for the White Sox today. Sorry, on the mound for the Rockies today. That's funny. Who's actually on the mound? Kyle Freeland versus Allard. We'll talk about that game in a little bit. I doubt I'm going to be anywhere interested in the Colorado Rockies. Hauser for 4Ks from Jermel in the YouTube chat. Sure. What has Hauser been doing? 3, 5, 2, 6, 5, 4. It's going to be close. It's going to be. I feel like it's going to be a sweat, but he has looked good this year, so I'm not going to talk you off of it. Under in the White Sox from Markel on the YouTube chat. Sure. Why not? I like it. And Teddy in the TikTok is saying Red Sox today. Yeah, I'm on the Red Sox already. That's one of my money lines. I'm on it. Let's head to San Francisco, where we get the San Francisco Giants and the Pittsburgh Pirates. You got Burrows taking on Webb. I will say the Giants have not looked great lately. They are on a 5 games losing streak and in danger of getting swept by the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets, all at home. But Burrows this year, a 4.41 ERA in his 12 appearances, 11 starts, a 1-3 record, 4.15 ERA, 52 innings pitched, 24 earned runs, and 19 walks, 53 strikeouts. Webb on the opposite side was an all-star. He has not looked good in his last 2 starts, giving up last 3 starts, giving up 16 earned runs in his last 3 starts. Not great. But 22 starts this year, a 9-8 record with a 3.38 ERA, 135 innings pitched, 51 earned runs, 30 walks, and 144 strikeouts. He still has the pitching advantage, in my opinion, although it's not looking as great for Mr. Webb. Hitting advantage, I could already tell you, is going to go towards San Fran because Pittsburgh's one of the worst in baseball. It's not going to be a cash cow spot just because the total is 7.5. But San Fran, let's see, is the line moving towards them? It is not. It opened up at -1, at -227, and it's down to 205. So line moving against them, it makes sense why, but I'm not going to be able to bet the Pirates because pitching and hitting advantage is towards the Giants. So that's another pass for today. I will say today's kind of like a little bit of a iffy day. Trade deadline tomorrow, so keep that one in mind. But it's definitely interesting. Teddy, appreciate you following the TikTok, trying to reach that 1,200 mark. But we are live on the TikTok. Hi, everybody on TikTok. We're also live on Earle Sports Bets and Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. So make sure you guys are following those along with my Twitch and my Twitter. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys are following all the social media platforms. Let's talk about my New York Mets. They're against the San Diego Padres. Padres going for the sweep in this one. Clay Holmes taking on Yu Darvish. Clay Holmes this year has been really freaking good. For making his first year starting, 21 starts, 9-5 record, 3.4 ERA, 113 2/3 innings pitched, 43 earned runs, 44 walks, and 88 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you got Yu Darvish, who has not been great, but he's only pitched in 4 games. He has a 9+ ERA. Not going to look too much into him. Mets have the pitching advantage, in my opinion, with Clay Holmes. Hitting advantage is also with the Mets, 115 WRC plus compared to a 102 WRC plus here. Mets with the hitting and the pitching advantage in this one. Now, is the market going to agree with us and put us on the Mets for the third straight day? It's not, because the line's gone from -120 to -105. So pretty much a dog to favorite for the San Diego Padres. And the total has gone from 8.5 -110 to 8.5 -107. So not a big line movement in this one. With more money coming on it's probably Padres or nothing. But with the Mets having hitting and pitching advantage, I cannot touch it. I could look towards an under, but I don't know if I could trust Yu Darvish. I'm gonna another game. I'm not gonna have a big card today. Another pass. A Marsh saying first time jumping in. What up from AZ, brother? What up? And I appreciate you following the stream. You're saying hard to go against the Mets Mets today. I can't bet on the Mets today. I just can't do it. The line movement's not moving my direction. And then a sneaky one is White Sox run line today. -1.5 or +1.5. I am not grabbing a +1.5 run line, considering that a +1.5 run line is going to be -140. Is too juicy for me. I'm hoping you're talking -1.5, saying that they win by 2. That would be a sneaky one. Kansas and Braves over. I can see it. It's a bullpen game for them. I can 100% see it, Dylan. Bullpen game for that game, so I could definitely see it. Giants run line, no. The line's just not the line's moving the wrong way for that one. I'm not betting it. They have hitting advantage, they have pitching advantage, but they've also lost 5 in a row. I can't do it. Why is Boston underdogs? Because they're on the road and the books still don't adjust for them. I mean, they were pick 'em yesterday and they still won. So we'll keep on rolling because we got the Rockies and the Guardians. Yes, Cam, I do like the Boston Red Sox today. I'm already on them. Rockies and the Guardians. Guardians -180 with a total of 8. We've got Kyle Freeland taking on Kyle Allard. Freeland this year, 14 starts, 1-8 record, a 5.13 ERA, 73 and 2/3 innings pitched, 42 earned runs, 14 walks, and 57 strikeouts. He has been, he pitches at Coors, so Kyle Allard's going to get the pitching advantage for me, even though he's a relief arm, 21 appearances, 1 start, 2.83 ERA. It's just I can't back anything Colorado related. Pitching in there, I'm not even going to talk about hitting today because Colorado's bottom in both. So let's see if there's a spot to go after the Cleveland Guardians today. Not really a lot of line movement stuff to look at here. DraftKings help me out? No? Okay. Line's kind of moving towards the Colorado Rockies, though. Yikes. I will say this has been a ugly kind of card today. I have not a lot of plays today. Another pass on this one. TikTok chat's popping off. I love it. Fever plus 3.5 at home versus the Mercury. I'm on the opposite side. I like the Mercury today, and I got him at 2.5. Cam, appreciate you following. Colin's asking for the Tigers today. Are we on the Tigers today? It was a lean towards the Diamondbacks, but not enough for me to get to it. OMC is asking for a 2-team parlay. I will say so far today, I'm on the Red Sox. I'm on the over in the Orioles game, and I'm on the White Sox. And that's it so far. OMC, appreciate you following. Teddy's asking if I like the Jays. I like the over in the Jays game. Rowdy is asking, what up, brother? Tigers and Phillies today. I leaned Diamondbacks. Did not bet it. I am on the White Sox. So what's your favorite play today? So far today, probably the White Sox. But I still have 5 more games to look at. So I can let you know at the end of the stream. If you ask me the question at the end of the stream, it may be different. But we got 5 games left. One of them is the the Rays and the Yankees. The Yankees are minus 135 with a total of 9. Dylan, appreciate you following. Littell and Warren. Littell this year has 21 starts, an 8-8 record, a 3.72 ERA, 128 and a third innings pitched, 53 earned runs, 16 walks, and 85 strikeouts. On the opposite side of Littell is Will Warren, which I'm going to give the pitching advantage to Littell off the rip right there. 22 starts for Warren, a 6-5 record with a 4.82 ERA, 104 and 2/3 innings pitched, 56 earned runs, 50 walks, and 124 strikeouts. Pitching advantage towards the Tampa Bay Rays in this one. In terms of hitting advantage, it's the Yankees. The Yankees are the third best, or tied for second in hitting versus righties, 117 WRC plus. Tampa Bay, 107. So not too far behind them is the Tampa Bay Rays. So we are split down the middle in this one. Let's see if the line movement's going to help me out here. Line is moving since kind of more towards the opening line. It's moved more towards Tampa. With most of the money on the Yankees. I am going to grab the Rays today. I am going to grab the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line. I like the spot for them. The Yankees have just been obviously Yankees were hitting yesterday. They hit yesterday, but I'm going to grab plus 120 with the Tampa Bay Rays today. So we'll grab them, put that in. And we got cool. I saw in the YouTube chat, Robert, money line on Tampa. Yes, I like Tampa today. And then the TikTok chat, bunch of stuff. Don't Hate has Mariners versus A's. The Brandon over his outs. Woo's been great, sure, but keep in mind it's in the one concern would be it's in Sacramento, and a lot of pitchers don't pitch well in Sacramento. That's my one concern. Don't Hate, appreciate you following. And then Rowdy saying Cubs over. I actually leaned Cubs under today. Did not pull the trigger, but I leaned the under in that game. So Double Markel in the YouTube chat. Double up Rays first 5 and full game. Sure, go ahead. And then Lance and Moore in the TikTok chat saying, do you lean Dream in the WNBA? In the WNBA, for that Dream game, I am on the Wings. I'm on the Wings today, plus 3.5. So that's where I went with that one. Billy Elwood saying Cubs under, lean that way. Arizona, lean that way. Boston, I bet. And White Sox, I bet. I like it. And then Teddy's asking Guerrero for a hit. He should get it. He should get a hit. I can only imagine how juicy that is. But he should get a hit. And then Robert in the YouTube chat saying, I got Boston at plus 112 last night. Yes, I like Boston today. And you got a good line on it. Let's go to the Dodgers and the Reds. The Dodgers are pitching a guy named Shohei Ohtani. And the Reds are pitching Nick Martinez. Shohei Ohtani this year has been, I can't really pull up much from his numbers. 6 starts, a 1.5 ERA, 12 innings pitched. So he's allowed 2 earned runs, 9 hits, 13 strikeouts in 12 innings. So, guys, we shouldn't really dive deep into Ohtani's stats, although they're winning his games. Nick Martinez, 23 games pitched in with 21 starts, a 99 record, a 4.69 ERA, 121 innings pitched, 63 earned runs, 29 walks, 86 strikeouts. Call me crazy. I am off the rip. I'm going to take Nick Martinez with the pitching advantage because he's going to go more than an inning, more than 2 innings. So I am automatically jumping on that. And then in terms of the hitting advantage is going to go towards the Dodgers. I know that that's going to be the case because the Dodgers are the second best team against righties at 117 WRC plus. So we're split down the middle in this one. In terms of that line is moving towards the Cincinnati Reds by 3 cents. But if all the money's on the Dodgers, let's see. More of the money's on the Dodgers, and the line's moving that way. Give me the Reds. Another one of those kind of ugly-ish plays. Even though the Reds' next game is going to be the game in Bristol. So it might not be a fantastic spot, but at least that's more of I would want to fade the Braves, if anything. But the Reds, I can get at plus 145, 150. I can get plus 150 with the Reds. That's where I'm going to go. I gave the Reds pitching advantage, so that's why I was able to get to it. This one's more of a market spot, but pitching and market edge for Cincinnati. Cincinnati plus 150 added to the card. Billy Elwood in the TikTok chat saying, Torque, Simeon, Rooker, Ellie De La Cruz, all to strike out. That's an interesting one. Go for. I honestly, I have not looked at player strikeout props, so good luck. But hey, I'm not going to talk you off of it. And then YouTube chat saying good weather for an over in Cincinnati. When is it not good weather for an over in Cincinnati? And then Reds money line. Yep, I agree, Markel. And then Robert saying there was a shit ton of overs yesterday. That there was. We got 3 games left. The Marlins continuing to play well. They have Cal Quantrill pitching today against Miles McCollum. Quantrill, I believe, has been pitching a lot better as of late. He's coming off. He came one start, had 5 earned runs, but previous to that, and 9 out of his last 10 starts, taking out that 5 earned run has been 3 earned runs or less. So Cal Quantrill's looked really good. 20 starts, 3-8 record, 5.05 ERA. Whatever, he had a couple bad starts in the beginning of the year. 92 2/3 innings pitched, 52 earned runs, 24 walks, and 74 strikeouts. He's been good. I'm giving him the pitching advantage over Miles McCollum. I'm not a fan of McCollum. 20 starts, 6-7 record, 4.94 ERA, 102 innings pitched. 56 earned runs, 23 walks, and 70 strikeouts. In terms of hitting advantage, both of them are going up against righties, which will go and St. Louis is hitting 11th against righties, 106 WRC plus. Miami is hitting, where is Miami on here? 14th, which is 103. So slightly behind, but not by much. So there you got that. So it's split down the middle. Let's see if we can get interested in this game at all. Miami, the lines moved a little bit in their favor. Nothing crazy. And it's moving towards the over now. And then this one's gonna be a pass. None of the lines or anything that I'm super interested in. So we'll pass on this one. Marlins over 8.5. I could see it. Fish money line. Yes, I would lean fish today, but the line's not enough for me to be super interested in it. We've got two more games. We've got the Rangers and the Angels. The Rangers are slight pick'em favorites, minus the 115, with a total of 8. Nathan Eovaldi versus Soriano. Eovaldi has been phenomenal this year. 17 starts, an 8-3 record with a 1.5 ERA. Sick. 96 innings pitched, 16 earned runs, 17 walks, and 101 strikeouts. He's been good. On the opposite side, you've got, there we go, Soriano, who's been also really good for the Angels. 22 starts, 7-7 record, a 3.79 ERA, 126 innings pitched, 53 earned runs, 58 walks, and 108 strikeouts. Angels got themselves a guy that they can rely on. But pitching advantage is with Mr. Eovaldi. How are these two teams hitting versus righties? The Angels are, where are the Angels? 22nd in baseball, 100 WRC plus. Texas, 95. So the Angels have a hitting advantage in this one. Split down the middle. Let's see what the line movement's going to tell us. It's going to tell us that the Angels have to play today. For some reason, my numbers always freaking love the Angels, which fine. I'm all right with that. It's gonna be hard. It's hard to go against Nathan Eovaldi, but we're gonna take the Angels today, and I can get their money line sitting at plus 110. So Angels money line. Another one of those kind of like more contrarian plays. Those are the kind of plays I like to go after. So we're going to go with the Angels in this one. We'll go to the YouTube chat. We got 2 comments there. Robert saying Texas Rangers money line. There you go. And we were on the Brew Crew yesterday. That was very, very nice for us. So I was very happy with your Brew Crew yesterday. They cashed the ticket for us. Final game of the day, we get the Mariners and the Athletics in Sacramento. We get Brian Wu versus Jeffrey Springs. Brandon Wu this year was an all-star. He 20 starts, 8-5 record, a 2.91 ERA, 126 2/3 innings pitched, 41 earned runs, 24 walks, and 121 strikeouts. Pretty good. On the opposite side, by the way, pitching advantage with Wu. Springs this year, 22 starts, 20 appearances, 20 starts, 22 appearances, a 9-7 record, 4.13 ERA, 120 innings pitched, 55 earned runs, 39 walks, and 95 strikeouts. But pitching advantage is towards Wu. You got Seattle versus lefties, which is 7th in baseball, 107 WRC plus. Athletics versus righties, 104. So close with the hitting advantage, but the hitting advantage is going towards Seattle as well. My guess is that, the line's actually moving in the direction of the Seattle Mariners. And actually, that's actually going to put me on the Mariners today. There we go. I was worried because normally the markets always seem to move towards the Athletics, which is probably pretty crazy. But I'm gonna grab the I'm gonna be able to get to the Mariners today. I'm gonna grab them on the run line because I don't lay big numbers. What's the best price I can get on them? Plus 115 on the run line. So we will be going after some Seattle Mariners run line action to end the day with hitting and pitching advantage, hitting, pitching, and market edge. Hitting, pitching, and market edge with Seattle. We'll roll with it. Seattle Mariners in this one. We'll go to the YouTube chat first, where I'm on. Fernando saying I'm on them again today. Yeah, on the Brewers. I understand. You're on the Brewers run line, and you're on Mariners run line. Robert, sounds good. To the TikTok chat real quick. Stefarino, thank you for following the stream. I appreciate that. Justin saying, like the Mariners today. Yes, we do. Teddy asking, did you say you like Reds? I do like the Reds today. And Justin says, can you recap who you like? In the MLB, the over in the Orioles game, the Red Sox, White Sox, Rays, Reds, Angels, and Mariners. So there you go. Galero for a home run. Sure. If you can get good enough plus money for it, sure. I'll like that just because I want runs scored in that game, and Galero hitting a home run would definitely help. So, and then Robert's also coming in saying Pirates on the money line today. I won't talk you off of it. And the Nationals also won't talk you off of it. Didn't bet either, but I won't talk you off of them. Friends don't let friends talk people off of plus money. So there you go. But that is everything. Fernando is asking for the Tigers. I'm saying I'm going to lean Arizona. I did not bet it, though. So there you go. But that is going to be it for today's show. Once again, I'm going to be no show tomorrow. No Earle Sports Bet show tomorrow. Main reason why, we got 3 MLB games and then a trade deadline. I will be live on the Baseball Talk with the Earle Bros YouTube channel. With Nick, and we'll try to get some other people on tomorrow as well for some fun in terms of the trade deadline. So lots of we'll have a long live stream tomorrow over there. But when I do stream every day with TikTok now, I've been loving the TikTok chats. They've been a lot of fun. So I'm going to keep the TikTok streams coming, along with being on YouTube on the Picks and Parleys and the Earle Sports Bets YouTube channel. Real quick, Justin saying, no Acuna, I kind of like the Royals a little bit. I don't hate it. Although I couldn't get to it just because it's a double bullpen game. Couldn't do it. But that's going to do it for today's edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back. Next Earle Sports Bet Show will be on Friday. So we'll go from there. We'll see you guys then.